Good evening. This is Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com. It is November 1st. Time for Deep Dish Football Update. Just some quick things in that. November 27th is the Matt Lemming Last Chance Showcase for the class of 2018. I'll be coaching there just for one night only. So it should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to coach there. This weekend, round 2, ICCP Playoffs 2017. I will be going to 3 games. Yes, I said it again, 3 games. The first game I will be going to is Peotone versus IC, Friday night. Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, I'll be at Fulton versus Forreston. And later that night, I will be at Kaneland. Kaneland versus Sterling is the third and final game for round 2 for the Deep Dish Football Games of the Week. It should be a fun time. Can't wait. See some new faces, see some old faces. It's going to be an exciting time. I can't wait to especially see Forreston and Fulton. Been waiting for a long time, especially this week after seeing all the huddles and everything else. Also, we're getting into the off season now. Almost the 3/3 of the team, 2/3 of the team are out, and they're thinking about winter sports and they're thinking about the recruiting trail and everything else. Feel free to send your information. I have a little survey thing on deepdishfootball.com to send me your information. Send me your huddle, your height, weight, scores, GPA, everything else, and your game film. I probably have most of your games filmed because your coaches send me everything. Also, too, and I've begged this of high school football coaches, please work on those huddles. There's a lot of mistakes on your huddles, and I've had problems with it. So have college coaches. So please make sure the huddle information is correct. Please make sure of that. Also, some of you kids have turned your huddles onto private. That's not good. If you don't want to get recruited, turn your huddles onto private. That's all I gotta say. And please put your first name on your Twitter accounts. Please don't use some fake BS name with emojis on the thing. Just use your regular first name. That's gonna help you get recruited. And I keep telling this to parents. I know it sucks. I don't like it, but if you want a kid to get recruited, make sure they have a Twitter profile. Please. Make sure they have a Twitter profile. Also, my email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, you want to send me some questions, I will answer them. I have no problem answering questions. The only questions I hate are the only things I don't like is, again, when parents trash their play with their son's teammate. That I don't really care for. I don't like, and I think it's complete BS that it has to happen. Also, just a little. Well, I'll just come out with it, and I'll say it right now. Deep Dish Football, all state teams coming out tomorrow. That's the first thing. Second thing, for the college coaches and college assistants and all the other stuff, I will be going on a Deep Dish Football college tour this winter and visit some colleges. I did a couple colleges last year. I'm going to visit some more colleges this year. Talk to some college coaches. Got some big announcements. Might be going to 2 Big Ten universities. It's going to be a fun time. I can't wait to visit those schools. I'm trying to think of some other things to say. Last game I will be covering for this season is the semifinal game. I will not be in DeKalb. I thought I was going to be in DeKalb, but I'm not going to be able to make it to DeKalb. So literally, I'm going to be doing a live broadcast show for all those state final games. So it should be a fun time. I can't wait. It should be a lot of fun. Also, I'm also looking at right now to have having a coaching clinic. So if any coaches are interested, Let me know if your school's interested in hosting a coaching clinic. I'm also interested. I'm also thinking about making a parents clinic too to help them better educate for recruiting. And I've said this before: recruiting services are a scam. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to keep pounding it into your head. I understand it pisses off some people, but recruiting services are a scam. And please fill out those Division III and Division II NAIA college questionnaires. Please do it. Please do it. Also, and I said this numerous times, no journalist, no matter how good they are, no recruiting writer is responsible for your kid getting an offer. And the thing is that anyone that if a kid says, "Oh well, you got me," that's complete BS. The kid earned himself that scholarship. That's the only person he should be thanking. That kid and his parents. No trainer has a connection to a college coach. The best is when trainers think that college coaches are friends with trainers. Yeah, no doubt about it. But just they know that there's pure BS. And most of these college coaches, their job is on the line. Their livelihood, the money, they have to eat off and get those for their families and all that. They know that they can't make mistakes. So, any trainer saying, "Oh, I got this, I got that," no, you got shit. Simple as that. Any recruiting writer says that, bullshit. Complete BS. As I can't stop talking about that BS. Also, I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant too, because I got to. So Nick Baker, well, first, Coach Kradman of Maine West is the Deep Dish Football Coach of the Year for 2017. Congratulations to Coach Kradman, Maine West. He has done an unbelievable job. Nick Baker, quarterback from Rochester, is the Deep Dish Football Player of the Year. 40 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Okay, all the Rochester, all the Springfield people, you can press pause on the video, or you don't even have to watch the rest of the video, because I'm going to go off on a few things. If you think that Illinois high school football is just the city of Chicago and that's it, you are completely and utterly mistaken, and you got your head up your ass. If you think that the Chicagoland football, that's all there is in the state of Illinois, you're a complete jackass, honestly. And I'm going to say that, but it has to happen. The state of Illinois and the IHSA football represent the whole state, from Class 1A to Class 8A. Please understand it. Please understand that the class of 2019 will be mostly focused on Central Illinois, because it looks like it's got a higher contingency of greater players to get recruited and players that want to play college football. You see, there's a problem. And this is a huge problem right now. You think that kids from, you think that every kid is a high prize recruit and he's good. There's two types of recruits in the world: a player that wants to play football and a player that just wants to be recruited. He wants the fancy balloons and the cake on signing day, and he signs his name to the thing. And when he goes to college, he realizes that he's on the bottom of the food chain and he's got to work his ass up. And guess what? He quits, or he just leaves school. He bottoms out. He parties too much. Please understand that. There's two types of recruits: ones that want to play college football and the ones that don't want to play college football. And the ones that want to play college football, there's a higher amount of them in Central and Southern Illinois. Oh, I broke some big news. I broke the fourth wall. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's just the truth. Seriously. And if you look at past classes and you look at the players, a lot of players are not playing football from those classes. They're not playing college football. The high recruited prizes, especially from the Chicagoland area. And I'm from the Chicagoland area. And I can tell you right now, I can get a team of 11 kids from Central Illinois that want to play college football, and I could probably get maybe 8 or 9 from Chicago. because they just want to be recruited. They want a D1 offer because it's sexy, because they got a D1 offer. And you know what happens? They don't want to play college football because they're in the lower pecking order. They're not starting, and they don't want to work hard to achieve their dream. Honestly. So that's the whole thing with Central Southern Illinois. Why college coaches like it a little bit more than Northern Illinois. Well, not Northern, but Chicagoland area. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. I'm sorry, but guess what? It has to be said. And I'm sick and tired of getting emails. Well, he shouldn't be the player of the year. Blah 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 blah. The kid earned it. He threw 0 interceptions. 0 interceptions. Let me say it again. He threw 0 interceptions. Let me repeat that again. He threw 0 interceptions. 0 interceptions for a high school quarterback in the modern age of high school football. Threw 0 interceptions. 0 interceptions. That's a hell of an impressive goal, especially in that Derek Lander Fast and Furious offense, for only 0 interceptions. Yeah, that's special. So this is Coach Big Pete. Oh, and I got it. Also, please, Deep Dish Football Live is at 8 p.m. Thursday, and Breakfast with Coach Big Pete is 10 a.m. every Sunday for the playoffs and on. Please feel free, and I say this numerous times. I know people don't understand this. I got one sponsor. The second person that I talk about in that is a family friend, and she's running her own business. She's no money, no nothing. The first one, Smoothing Sports, Melissa. She made the 2 logos. Her and her crew from Frankfort, Illinois, made the 2 logos for us. Made a T-shirt. She basically she took a chance on me to make me a logo and give me a T-shirt. So I will always be in debt to her. So I will always have her sponsoring. But please, I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for advertisers, and she's not paying me anything. I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for advertisers. Please, if you know anyone or you're interested, please email me, CoachBigPete@fp@gmail.com. And also, feel free. You don't have to, but the money goes towards travel, because I travel a lot to these games and all the other stuff. The money goes towards travel and just literally keeping up and paying up with the bills and everything else for the internet and everything else. Please feel free to leave a donation via PayPal on deepdishfootball.com. Leave a tip. But again, Deep Dish Football, and people have asked me, why don't you charge? They don't have to ask for donations. I refuse to have a subscription service. And the panel, that's the whole reason why that BS started. That was the whole reason why. Because you had a group of coaches that were getting pissed off because they had to pay $850 or $750 to see their kid's name. Honestly. So, and I'm going to be going on a massive trying to talk to advertisers after the season. So if you know anyone, please email me, CoachBigPete@fp@gmail.com. This is Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football. Hopefully I didn't take too much of your time. Today was a little bit of a shift. It was a little bit weird. Going to talk more about Forreston and Fulton. IC versus, that team's going to kill me. IC versus Peotone, the Blue Devils. And the last game, Sterling versus Kaneland. More talk tomorrow. Deep Dish Football All-State team coming out tomorrow too. And this is, by the way, November 1st. Have a lovely night.